Welcome back to day 24, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into Genesis 35 and 36, looking at some pivotal moments in the life of Jacob and his family. But of course, we can't forget Genesis 37, where Joseph's dreams take center stage.
That's right. There's a lot going on in these chapters. We see Jacob, now Israel, receiving a command from God to go to Bethel, and there's a lot of family drama unfolding. But let's start with Jacob's encounter with God in Bethel. What do you think?
It's a powerful moment. After everything that's happened to Jacob, God tells him to go back to Bethel, where he had that earlier vision of the ladder. But what's really striking is that Jacob commands his family to put away foreign gods. It's a big move, a declaration of spiritual renewal, right?
Exactly. It's a moment of purification. It's almost like he's telling his family to get rid of anything that's been holding them back or distracting them from their relationship with God. And then they all travel to Bethel, where Jacob builds an altar. It's almost like a fresh start for them.
Yeah, and when Jacob gets to Bethel, God appears to him again and gives him a blessing. He renames him Israel and promises him land, descendants, and kings. It's a reaffirmation of the covenant. There's such significance in that name change. It marks a transformation in Jacob's identity and his role in God's plan.
Speaking of transformation, Jacob's life seems to be one series of pivotal moments after another. Take his encounter with Rachel, for example. In the very next part, Rachel gives birth to Benjamin, but tragically, she dies in the process. That whole scene with Rachel's death is heavy. It makes you wonder how Jacob felt at that moment.
It's heartbreaking. Rachel was the love of Jacob's life, and now he loses her while she's giving birth to their second son. It's a cruel twist of fate. And I think Jacob's grief is shown when he sets up a pillar on her grave. That pillar, known as Rachel's tomb, stands as a constant reminder of her.
It's a poignant moment, for sure, and then we see the dynamics within the family continue to shift. Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, does something shocking. He sleeps with Bilhah, one of his father's concubines. That's a huge breach of family honor. What do you make of that?
It's a sign of the growing tensions and dysfunction within the family. Reuben's actions are a clear defiance of his father's authority. It also sets the stage for Joseph's story, as we know there will be serious rifts within the family going forward. Speaking of which, let's talk about Joseph. Genesis 37 opens with him bringing a bad report about his brothers, and that's just the start of the drama.
Oh, Joseph, he's only 17, and right off the bat, we see that Jacob plays favorites by giving him that colorful coat. That's the first spark that sets his brothers against him. You have to wonder if Jacob knew what kind of impact that favoritism would have on his family.
It's definitely a moment of poor judgment on Jacob's part. He had to have known it would stir jealousy. And Joseph, in his innocence, doesn't help by sharing those dreams where his brothers bow to him. His brothers can't stand him at this point. It's a powder keg ready to explode.
And explode it does. Joseph's brothers, consumed by jealousy, plot to kill him. But Reuben, the oldest, tries to prevent it. He suggests they throw him in a pit instead. That's the first sign of any potential mercy, but it doesn't last long. The brothers sell Joseph to a caravan of Ishmaelites. It's such a cold, calculating act of betrayal.
It really is. They sell their own brother for 20 pieces of silver, and then they deceive their father by dipping Joseph's coat in goat's blood, making it seem like he was killed by a wild animal. What do you think Jacob must have felt when he saw that coat? It's pure heartbreak.
Jacob's reaction is devastating. He doesn't even question it. He immediately assumes the worst. He mourns deeply for Joseph, refusing comfort. It's such a raw moment of grief. And the fact that his sons, who were all in on the deception, just watch him go through this pain, it's hard to fathom.
Yeah, it's gut-wrenching. You can feel the weight of Jacob's loss. And the whole time, Joseph is on his way to Egypt, unaware of how his father is suffering. But this sets the stage for what comes next. Joseph's journey in Egypt is about to take some unexpected turns. What do you think is going through his mind?
Well, we know Joseph has had these dreams that suggest his future greatness, but here he is, sold as a slave. I imagine there's a mix of confusion, fear, and maybe even anger. But we also know Joseph's faith is strong. God's presence in his life, even in the darkest moments, will be key to his survival and success.
That's a great point. Joseph's story is a reminder that no matter how bleak things seem, there's always a bigger plan at work. God doesn't abandon him. Even in Egypt, he rises up, and we'll see how his dreams start to come true, even if it takes some time.
And that's where we'll pick up next time, right? Joseph's journey in Egypt is just getting started, and there's so much more to uncover. I'm really looking forward to diving deeper into his story.
Absolutely. But for now, that's a wrap for today. We've covered Jacob's spiritual journey, his family dynamics, and Joseph's early troubles. It's amazing how these stories are all connected.
It really is. And there's so much more to explore as we continue our journey through Genesis. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
See you then. God bless.